how the Dutch Zentyal community has started, because surprisingly, Zentyal in the Netherlands has taken off, from the community side. Actually, the first face-to-face meeting is not this one. It was one that Rob organized in Maastricht. And, I'm a bit ashamed that the Spanish community has not got self-organized, even if we're here, but I'm really thrilled to hear his impressions on how the Dutch community did over there. So, please, Rob, whenever you want.
Thank you. Well, all welcome here. I first want to congratulate Ignacio and his team for creating Zentyal and for organizing this great event. I'm really excited here and honored to be here and to be invited here to come and speak. Okay, I hoped all the codecs were installed on this it's an FLV, I think, or an AVI. Anyway, it shows a clip of Steve Ballmer, CEO of Microsoft, back in 2006, when he went completely nuts on the developers, and so on. Looking back, he's almost you can almost consider him a visionary, because he should have yelled, community, because that's all it's about. That's the big difference between the Microsoft part and the open Linux environment, the Linux world. And then we come to what I'm wanting to tell about this afternoon, the community of that developed in the Netherlands. I was a bit digging back in the history of Zentyal and Ebox technologies, and I found on the internet it goes back to about 2005 when Ebox 0.7 came out. And the first bit of community feeling of Zentyal and Ebox started in 2007 with the creation of the Zentyal Forums, which were created in an English part and a Spanish part. So later on there were a creation of the Portuguese part just over more than a year ago in 2010, in June 2010. And finally in 2011 the Dutch part, the Dutch subforum and the French subforum were created. And honestly, I was very reluctant on the creation of those subforums because, well, since the community was still quite small, the risk is that by splitting up those forums, you also split up information. And with a small community, well, it can kill the community if you if you don't have a moderation team that transfers the important topics from the local boards to the central English board. And I started the discussion, well, should we split up and should we create a Dutch board? And, well, in the meantime, there were other voices, and I have to thank Maurice for that. He asked, this is an excerpt of my post on the Zentyal Forum, why I thought the splitting up was not such a good idea. Well, and that was then, and in the meantime, other voices came out, and this is what Maurice posted. Hi, Zentyal fanatics. I want to know if there is interest in starting a Zentyal user group in the Netherlands, or if some kind of activity is already in progress. Please let me know. So the feeling grew that we needed a local community to start with. So I was so wrong in my first thoughts that it could boost the wrong way, because both Dutch and for the French part it was even more obvious. There was a boost of more than 40% of activity from Dutch accounts, Dutch members using the Zentyal forums, and another boost of new members that subscribed to the forums. And after that, there came a call of organizing from the Dutch members. We wanted to know each other. We wanted to talk to each other, and wanted to organize ourselves by and talk about Zentyal, how we could use it, how we could expand it. And then, since I had the opportunity, the place, I towed the chariot and organized on October 1st of this year the first informal meeting of Zentyal users in the Netherlands. It was still a small group of people, but, well, it is a first, and you have to start somewhere. So the main topics on that first user day were just getting to know each other, who is who, but also how are we going to organize the community? How are we going to expand documentation? Are we going to do that in Dutch, or are we going to do that in English? And fortunately, we had a live presentation, from a live situation of one of the members that works at a school in Antwerp in Belgium, and he had, well, a very well documented e-books implementation for his school, where he uses it as a gateway. Well, and then the future, we also talked about what are we going to do. What do we need to expand the community? How are we going to attract new members? How are we going to make people enthusiastic about Zentyal, about using Zentyal, and helping the project further? How are we going to create a base on the web? Is there a need of funding? How are we going to fund things? And is there even a legal base? Since if your organization starts to expand, well, you have to take in consideration that you will need some legal founding. And those questions are still open, and I think we need a lot of help from maybe even from Christopher, who just spoke from the Ubuntu community. But we are willing to learn, and we are eager to get the Zentyal community in the Netherlands grow. And I want to finish with one of Isaac Newton's laws, that the momentum is a product of both the arm and the power that's pressing. And this is a bit of how I hope the near future will work out for Zentyal and for the communities that are supporting Zentyal. And may Zentyal 3.0 have a huge momentum, and let's all grab that momentum and make things rolling. Thank you. Are there any questions? Okay. Any other countries trying to organize themselves and get something on the road? No. I hope in the near future there will, and I think it's a very exciting time to jump on the bandwagon and go on with Zentyal.
We have received some requests from Italian members and Russian members. And the Italian members, for example, I created a board for them.
Yeah, but
they didn't do anything.
They didn't respond on it. Yeah, that's all. So it's really pity, but
yeah.
I don't know why they are. Maybe I should take the remark was that there was a Italian board created, but the Italians didn't post on the board, so it looked like the community wasn't ready, or there was no one standing up to organize the community, or to organize and convince people to post in their own languages. And well, that's one of the big problems, I think, and the tasks we have to well, how do you say? Okay, yeah, exactly. And it's something that you can't force. It must come from the community themselves, and if someone stands up, there will be some followers, I think.
That's a critical part. Finding a person who is passionate about the project and who wants to do it.
Yes, exactly.
Wants to start it.
Yes, exactly.
So, have you asked to other communities in the Netherlands? For example, we have here seen how Joomla community has been able to make all the work for a congress in 1 month. They have a non-profit organization made only for congresses.
Okay.
Yes. And it has been amazing how the community has reacted to one tweet.
Okay.
One more thing. Was enough to have seen that. And maybe you can learn from, I mean, for the legal questions also.
Yes, of course. Well, my hopes are more or less on the Ubuntu community in the Netherlands. I hope with the contracts and the talks that Zentyal has with Canonical, but I also want to contact the Dutch Ubuntu community, just because they are closest to the Zentyal project, and well, that's the place where I want to start anyway, and I only hope it will get picked up in the Netherlands, or I must say in the Dutch-speaking part, because half of Belgium is also Dutch-speaking. And I hope that those that we can get some help from the more experienced communities. Yes.
It's not a question, but I know some key members who moved to the Netherlands and
Well,
Belgium. So
if you can introduce me, then I'm very, very thankful for that. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Any questions? Yeah.
can you describe a bit the face-to-face event that you had in Netherlands?
Well, it was a very informal a meeting, and it was about. It was on a Saturday afternoon. We met on the Fab Lab in Maastricht. It's Fab Lab South Limburg, where we have the opportunity to meet more people and have an informal talk. And I had prepared some sort of agenda, but all went very natural during that first meeting. I did. Yeah, okay. What we were talking about, that was, this sheet, huh? These were the main topics, and it looks like it's a small package, but we were busy from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 6 in the evening, and then we had a drink afterwards. So we were busy all afternoon talking about start of the community, and the good part was that it was such an informal meeting that everybody felt okay about it. Everybody felt they were appreciated, and it was more a fun afternoon than it was than some official meetings, and that was why I enjoyed it so much. Yes. Okay, and this was my presentation, and I hope to see you all very soon again.